Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Welcome back to Critics News on another edition. Today being the 22nd of May, 2022. In case you have not followed us on our social media handles, what are you waiting for? We are on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. And in case you also use TikTok, you can also check me out at Critics News. That's the handle on all the platforms. Now, going straight to the reason why we are here today. I think it is important. I wanted to talk about something very important, but notwithstanding, maybe I will have a live program on that concerning that particular issue because of this unknown gunmen and the causes. A lot of people have started, we condemning, don't come out now. Everybody, they condemn the killing of that man in Anambra, which is very, very worrisome. Anyways, we want to send our condolences to the family, and it's a very shocking story. We are really in shock here. We are shocked the same way Buhari has been shocked every time. We are really in shock over that killing. But at the same time, what is the end game here? The end game is that the politicians created the unknown government. That is where my own argument stands. The politicians are responsible for unknown government. You are going to ask me how later, but let me not go into that. I will talk about it later. Because when you loot money meant to develop a community, you have created unknown government automatically. There is no two ways about it. Go and see here people looting money. So the unknown government feels that whoever they can catch as a politician is the creator. So they are going to give you their judgment. That is one thing I believe in times of this unknown government. Everybody has been coming out to condemn. We condemn. We don't condemn. Condemn all you. Now, this is very bad anyways. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here. And I want to tell you about this one here. They say that breaking unknown gunmen invade Delta State House of Assembly primary election. And they shot sporadically and people scampered for safety. I say this country. Remember that people, some of them now they come out, they accuse, IPOB. People can play out of IPOB, but due to the fact that IPOB is responsible for the Southeast, yes, responsible for the agitation in Southeast, and I go label it on them. I want to let you know that IPOB does not support killing. They don't. They condemn it in totality. Even the lawyer of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, I'm going to talk about it later. Breaking, let's talk about this one now. Unknown gunmen invade Delta State House of Assembly primary election venue. Shoot sporadically. Thank God nobody was killed. Unknown gunmen numbering over 10 on Sunday invaded the Anglican Girls Grammar School, Ozoro headquarters of Isoko North local government area of Delta State, venue of the ongoing People's Democratic Party PDP House of Assembly primary election for the Isoko North constituency. Now, this is PDP. Are you now telling me now that the opposition party cannot carry out this kind of attack? Is that what they are telling me? So now go still call IPOB. Now them still go there. What is their business now with this one? I will check you. The government, Sahara reporters gathered, stormed the venue in 3 Toyota Sienna minivans shortly after the primary election result had been declared, and delegates and aspirants left the venue. They subsequently began to shoot indiscriminately into the air as party members, supporters, and security personnel scampered for safety. They say people, even the security personnel, both those Mopol, they took cover. Mopo ran, Army ran, police ran, DSS took cover. So what are you telling me in this country? You don't read. Now I want to. In fact, I don't want to talk about it here. I'm going to have a live program on this issue. I'm going to expose the unknown gunmen. Now, the election had ended peacefully with the state legal advisor of the party, Bernard Odion, winning the election with 23 votes to beat the incumbent, Jude Ogbimi, who polled 1 vote. The immediate council chairman, Emmanuel Egbabo, who had 8 votes, clinched the second position. Sahara reporters gathered that before the election, the chairman of Isoko North Council, Christian Itiri, had on Friday allegedly hijacked the ad hoc delegate and camped them in a hotel to prevent other aspirants from gaining access to the delegate before the election. Confirming this, one of the delegates who spoke to Sahara reporters on condition of anonymity disclosed that the majority of the ad hoc delegates were hijacked by the council chairman in collaboration with the members representing the Isoko Federal constituency. In the House of Representatives, which is Leo Ogo, and the former Commissioner for Energy and aspirant for the Isoko Federal House of Representatives, Jonathan Ukodiko. So the unknown gunmen are sponsored by politicians. Now, when you listen to this story, it is going to clarify and it is going to make it clear that these people are being used by politicians. They are working for politicians. So somebody hijacked, okay? Somebody hijacked the ad hoc delegates and camped them for how many days now so that other people will not have access to them. So is that still IPOB hijacking this? Now they came there today with unknown gunmen and scattered everything. Both armed robbers, or kidnappers, or militant, or everybody now boils down to unknown gunmen as far as is happening in this area. The other day, their fight broke out at APC primary Abiwetin in River State. The guns were fired up and down. Who still did that? Or one day IPOB. Now we check you. Now they come out, they condemn. Some have concluded, oh, it is IPOB. When they respect to ourselves. Our national leader, you know him, Leo, gave 29 of us, the ad hoc delegate, 3.5 million naira each to support his anointed candidate. Look at the kind of money that is being shared here. Why people are dying of hunger and starvation. Bribery going upon itself. Now, the state party legal advisor, Bernard Odion, and of course, there must be always a betrayer. Out of the 29 of us, only 23 voted for Odion to win the party ticket. And I was among the delegates who voted against him because Odion is too local and dull for the House of Assembly seat. But he has won. With his bribery, with his money, he has won. Now, if he enters there, what is he going there to do? To loot. To loot why people are suffering. The people whom he went there to represent will be bearing the brunt. Maybe somehow another group of unknown gunmen now apprehends him and one thing led to another and he's killed. Una go come out, we are condemning it. The government has condemned us from day one. You must understand that. So whoever the unknown gunmen lays their fingers or hands on, they are going to use that person for example. The thing done too much. In case you never know, say it done too much. Just know, say the thing done too much now. Now it is as good as Isoko North not having a representative in the state assembly with Odion going there. It's very unfortunate that Odion is being forced on the people of Isoko North constituency with his bribe. Odion won't be able to move or even sponsor a single motion and bill for the development of our constituency and the state, the source disclosed. Unlike Isoko South Constituency 1, where the State Commissioner for Youth Development, Ifeanyi Egunyega, harassed and supervised an assault on journalists during the primary election. Journalists were treated with respect and recognition and were involved in the process at the Isoko North House of Assembly primary election. So this is how it went in Delta State. So these unknown gunmen are politically motivated. Who is not serving their interest, they are going to go after the person. So Nigeria now don't scatter. Nigeria now don't scatter. Politicians have brought out thugs waiting for 2023 elections. But una no go understand. Quickly, may we hear this one here, this Garuba Shehu. He said that they are still working on releasing those people who were abducted through that Abuja Kaduna train. For how many days now? Be how many months? The same way Leah Sharibu, Abi, and the others are still in captivity of Boko Haram since that time till now. We don't know where they. Where Boko Haram they stay. This government cannot come out to tell us. Listen to some of the lies now. This one we have here to tell you that they are working on releasing them.
When the president traveled, the governor of Kaduna State yesterday said, look, there is a big infiltration in my vicinity. 2 local governments have been terribly infiltrated by Boko Haram insurgents and USWAP. That's a sad scenario because this government came into power to say, we arrest this situation, chase Boko Haram out. Everywhere they hoisted flag, we have decapacitated them and they cannot hold territories on Nigerian soil. But that news, I'm not sure what is the status of that kind of story to the president and what is the presidency's reaction to that kind of story coming from Kaduna. It's not east that we're experiencing Boko Haram insurgency. Now the Northwest governor, Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, has raised the alarm that there is an infiltration of Boko Haram. That's a bad news, isn't it?
No, on the contrary, if people are keeping track of what has been happening, for quite some time, the military authorities have been saying that the Northeast had become too hot for ISWAP and Boko Haram, and that they were drifting, moving away to areas where they would find, comfort to, carry out the nefarious activities that they had been engaged in. So if the governor of Kaduna State is ringing the bell that such an incident, that the Boko Haram elements have been found, it tells you that they have been proactive in that state. They have they have a keen eye on developments in those areas. And what they are doing is they are supplying information. And what I expect would follow is then that the military authorities, all of them, would mobilize and ensure that those terrorists are taken, they are not allowed that space that they need in order to carry out these activities. The governor has perfectly done right, and I think that if every governor, if every community in the country would be so keenly watching and reporting as situations of this nature arise, all of these problems would have been dealt with, would have put everything behind us for a long time.
It's obvious it's an obvious setback for Nigeria, not only for the APC government and the President Muhammadu Buhari administration that promised that it's going to silence these insurgents. But now, I'm not sure you've heard the news that is coming in that the Nigerian Railway Corporation has suspended resumption of activities on the Kaduna-Abuja rail tracks because of the incident that happened. They plan to resume operations, but that has now been stopped. Any reaction from the presidency on this incident?
No, this is news to me, and we're just getting it from you. But of course, we are aware that there has been resistance from family members of those who have been taken captive. And of course, this is expected. So this then should act as a pressure on all of the people who are involved in the ongoing, discussion with the terrorists to ensure a safe release of those that are being held. Position of government has been stated and restated over time that the success of any operation would be determined by the number of recoveries of human beings alive and well, not at the return of dead bodies. So, and the agencies of government have spoken about the fact that negotiations are ongoing. It will be obviously difficult, but we hope that the need to resume normalcy would act as a pressure on all of those engaged in the process to expeditiously ensure that the return is achieved.
All right, so when I don't hear, they say they are doing everything to rescue the people who were kidnapped by Boko Haram. Where does Boko Haram live? Where is their office? The government doesn't want to tell anything about it. Adem, let us continue on this path in this country and see where we are going to end up. Nongo men, I told you people that they are just starting. And with time, they are going to also grow bigger if their request is not made. It's not made, sorry. Let's see how it goes. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think about it through the comment section. Thank you.